Can Indians really reach C2 English level, or is fluent English only possible for the native speakers? In this video, I'm going to talk about what C2 actually means, why Indian get stuck at intermediate level, and a step-by-step guide as to how you can improve your English daily. So let us first start by understanding what C2 actually means. So C2 is the highest level of proficiency in the CAFR system. I have already made a detailed video on CAFR system and some question related to it in my previous video. You can go and check that out. So a C2 proficiency level speaker is able to speak idea fluently and naturally. He understands complex ideas, use advanced vocabulary, and he expresses his emotions and opinions fluently. But a very important thing that we must remember is that the accent is completely different from your English level. Your accent can be British or American, but your English level is completely different. So do not confuse accent with your English level. Now, the big question remains, can Indian actually reach C2 English level? So the answer is absolutely yes. We have already seen a lot of people using higher level advanced English in a lot of places. We see teachers, professors, corporate professionals, content creators use these advanced English in their day-to-day conversation. So it's not about nationality, it is about the lack of exposure and practice. I would say English is not a magic, it is a skill that comes with patience and practice. So you must, like every skill, you must work upon improving this skill as well. Now, there are things that you can do to improve your speaking daily. So, the first and foremost thing is thinking in the language only. For example, thinking in English. A lot of time, what we do is we think in our native language and we translate those words in our head, and as a result, it delays our speech. So, instead of doing that, what we can do is we can think in the language itself, and then we will be able to speak fluently. Then another very important thing is you need to consume English content. Watch TV shows, podcasts, interviews which are in English. This will give you an exposure to English language. This will build your vocabulary. You will hear the pronunciation of the words, and as a result, you will be able to speak those words fluently and clearly. Now, another very important thing is use of shadowing technique. So, shadowing technique is when you imitate the style, the speed, the intonation, the rhythm in which the speaker has spoken already. For example, you listen to any speech of any person who speaks really well in English, and then you try to imitate the style in which he has spoken, in the same speed, the same stress in the syllables and the words, same intonation, same rhythm. So that is very important thing because it connects your speech with your brain, and as a result you are able to speak those words very clearly and fluently. So that is a very important and very effective technique that you can use. Another very important thing is reading aloud. Yes, we used to do this thing a lot in schools, but not anymore because we have all grown up. But reading aloud actually helps a lot. It gives you an idea as to how you are speaking those words and what is your pronunciation. And it connects words with your brain. And next time, whenever you are speaking, you know what you're speaking, and it gives you confidence. And the last in this list is do not fear of making mistakes. Mistakes are a part of life and we learn from those mistakes. And very important thing that you can do is every day whenever you are practicing your speech, you can pick up one mistake every day and you can work upon improving that mistake. For example, in a session, you analyze that your pronunciation is not good. So what you can do is you can work upon pronouncing words correctly. So every day uh, you can just learn how the words are pronounced, which you have pronounced wrong in that session. And that's how every day you can pick up one mistake and work upon those mistakes. So, with this, we have come to an end. Do share this video with your friends and family. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel, She Who Makes It Easy. I'll see you in the next video. Happy learning.